Hello everyone, CCG Collector here, and Wyvern Kingdom starter deck there. I gotta tell you guys, I have wanted for the longest time to show off my Wyvern collection. I've got it all nicely sleeved, I've got it in these fantastic 4-row binders, I've got stories and stories and stories to tell about the collecting of it, I've got some really rare and hard to find products too, but I don't want to show off my collection until I have a complete collection for obvious reasons. And one of the hardest things to find in this game are the Phoenix reprints. So the way Wyvern is set up, it had a couple of sets and 2 expansions. So it started with Premier Limited Edition. It went ahead and went to Limited Edition, which took all the Premier cards, made some changes where they needed to, added a bunch more cards. Then they released their first small expansion called Phoenix. That was just a 90 card set, came in big booster boxes of like 60 packs, 8 cards to a pack. Didn't have any proper rares in it, but it did have some cards that were more common than others. And then they released Wyvern Kingdom. Wyvern Kingdom was mostly a reprint of Limited. All the cards were the same, but they had significant, substantial wording, ruling changes, things like that, to really clarify things. A lot of the fancy text of, what's the word, like very gamey kind of text of this dragon is now trapped in the swamp kind of thing, was replaced with proper rules text so you could actually understand what was going on and didn't have to interpret. But one of the things, too, that they did in Kingdom was they re-released, 40-something, let's see, 244 to 280, we'll say about 30 to 40 cards from the Phoenix set. But you could only find those Phoenix reprints in Wyvern Kingdom starter decks. There was 1 per starter deck. You could not find the reprints in any other product. And as far as I know, these reprints were identical to the Phoenix cards, only they had the Wyvern logo instead of the Phoenix logo on them. And then, for the sake of completeness with the expansion talk, after Kingdom came out, there was also Chameleon, but that is outside the scope of this video. So, I have been trying to track down this stuff for years, literally years, and it's just impossible to find. So, when you're collecting a card game, an old card game, there are a couple of categories it can fall into. There's either old and no one cared about it, so there's a lot of it out there. People are trying to get rid of it, lowballing prices, 10 cents a starter deck, that sort of thing. There's rare, but enough people knew about it that there's still a following, so you can find the cards, but they're pretty pricey. And then there's old and no one knew about it, and as a result, you can't find it anywhere. And that's kind of where Wyvern is. I've been looking and looking for Wyvern starter decks because they're the only place to find the Kingdom reprints. The community who actually collects it is so small, and I've made some good deals with some people in the community, gotten my Phoenix reprint collection more filled out, but I'm still short 2 cards. 2 cards, and so little by little, inch by inch, I am doing what I can to get those last 2 cards. This is a sealed Kingdom starter deck, first time seeing it. I opened up the box beforehand and I made a tear in the packaging beforehand because if you guys know a way to open this plastic stuff with gloves on, you are more knowledgeable than I am. But here we go, looking for those last 2 cards, and maybe we'll find it here. So if memory serves, the breakdown is we've got our commons in this big stack, uncommons. This card should be the Phoenix reprint, and these last 2 cards here should be the rares. And of course the starter deck also comes with a nice little booklet, Kingdom Edition, talks about it. I wonder if it mentions the Phoenix reprints. How does it refer to them? Summary of play, battle phase, playing for 1 collection, keep track of your cards, tournament rules, timing. It'd probably be in some summary somewhere. Introduction, Kingdom Edition, the cards. No, maybe they don't say why it's any different. But that's okay. So we're going to go through these cards. We'll just blast through the commons because they're commons. The Wyvern set was so small that you're going to see these a lot. Especially this one, most common card in the game. Treasure Thief, Armor, Poisonous Air, Zeus. So I'm actually looking for a couple of cards. I wouldn't mind getting a Basilisk, which is a very popular card, and among, you know, the two people who play the game. And as a result, it is quite difficult to find. You can probably find Basilisks in limited edition, but I'm looking for Kingdom. And so, here we go. And then, let's see, I would also like, gosh, what's the other one I need? Is it Feast? Might be Feast. Pumps up small dragons, I think. Or big dragons. We'll find out if we get it. So those were the commons. And then I need Tor and Sirens. Those are two Phoenix cards that were reprinted in Kingdom Edition. So here are our uncommons. And Frozen Lake, Loki, Lung Wong, Lotan, Tiamat, Mountains. Is this all dragons and terrain? Okay. Fafnir, Celestial, Azidahaka, Koilung, and Kukulkan. Alright, the rares. Do I get what I want? Oh, so the thing about Wyvern rarity, as with many games in the time, is that they had multiple rarity levels. You didn't just have uncommons, you had uncommon 1s and uncommon 2s. The uncommon 2s are twice as common as the uncommon 1s, and so on with the rares, so you need to collect a lot more than you'd think to get a full set. Alright, first rare. Indra. So, Basilisk was a rare one, I guess is the point I'm trying to make, and so it's even more likely that I won't get it. But Strength 2 Flying can help any dragon in a battle. That's fantastic. Any dragon on your side, I assume. But I guess they didn't clear up all the, the wording issues. And King Arthur. I'm almost positive that's a rare too. Any Dragon Slayer played this turn cannot be countered with a reaction card. I don't know how I feel about that, because you're paying 2 cold for a preemptive. Oh, but you're going to be the one playing the Dragon Slayer, so you're just going to be saying, hey, I'm going to kill one of your dragons, and there's nothing you can do about it. Cost me 2 extra gold to do that. Neat. Okay, big build-up. Spent all this time talking. What do we have? Golden Dragon. So you can see this has a very high number, 271. I think Kingdom normally ended at 2, does it say in here? 240 something? 235? I think 235. So if you see a Kingdom icon and a very high number, it means there was a Phoenix reprint. So what is this guy? It's one I have, but it's always nice to get more, and this is quite nice in condition and all that. 2 gold, strength 2. When he wins a battle, you get gold equal to the base strength of the dragons defeated. Very interesting. So you maybe take on a big dragon, you pump yours up with all sorts of, you know, swords and fire breathing and whatnot. You know, cards like I saw one. You know, a fireball, strength modifier +4, you pay your 3 gold, and then he beats the dragon, and you get paid back if it was a big enough dragon. So that's pretty neat. And that's that. That is the Kingdom Starter Deck opening. Hopefully this video was informative to you. I am the CCG Collector, and I will see you all next time. Bye.